Hey, welcome back. I'm Carlton with Pull My Pork Barbecue, and today I'm going to make smoked salsa. And I'm going to give you two recipes because one is if you want to serve it fresh, and the other is if you want to can it, because we're going to make it both ways. We're going to can most of this, so let's get going. Okay, so what I've got here, I've got about 8.5 pounds of tomatoes. We're only going to smoke half of those. I've got 2 onions that we're going to smoke. I've got a whole head, or whatever you call it, of garlic we're going to smoke. I've got 9 serrano peppers that we're going to smoke. And I've got 12 jalapenos that are going in this. So I'm going to get started with this. Let's get started. Okay, we're just going to we're going to cut these tomatoes in half. That's all we're going to do. Just going to slice them in half. And we're going to go skin down on our rack. Just like that. And we're going to be smoking these for about an hour, and we're going to use mesquite wood. I think mesquite does really wonderful on salsa. So we're going to be running about an hour. The rest of them we'll add in fresh to this with everything else smoked. It's going to have a great smoky flavor. Don't want to lose any of this. I've already got the peppers and everything we're going to smoke whole. And we're also going to put 1 whole bell pepper in it. And I'm going to cut it in half, the bell pepper. So let me get these all cut up. We'll get everything cut in half and we'll get these on the Bradley. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got everything cut up. I'm going to go out and get the smoker up and running. We're going to be smoking at 225 degrees for about an hour. We're going to be using mesquite pucks, so I'll be back when the smoker's up to temp. Okay, our smoker's up to temp. I'm fixing to go put this stuff on. Come on. Get jalapenos on there now. All right, we're going to close these up. Let it go. Okay, we got all of our stuff off the smoker, and so now we're going to start chopping all the stuff up. What we did, we took half the tomatoes, and my wife helped me here. We kind of parboiled them, whatever you want to call it, in some hot water for a few minutes so we get the skin off. And then we're going to pull the skin off of the ones we smoked, but we're going to get this all chopped up, and we're going to get it in a pot, and I'll show you how that goes. We'll just get all these diced up. We'll get them in there, and as soon as we get them all diced up and all the tomatoes in, we'll be back with you, and we'll show you what we do from there. Okay, we've got all of our vegetables and peppers chopped up. We got everything put in a pan. We got it on the stove. And let me explain to you what I did. I saved the seeds out of the serrano peppers in the membrane. And after it gets through cooking, we're going to test it and see if it's spiced up to the point we want. If it is, we can just throw them away. If not, we can add a little bit to bring the heat up a little bit. Normally, whenever I make this to eat fresh without canning it, I normally use 4 or 5 habanero peppers in it because I like mine hot, but being canned, my wife doesn't like it that hot, as hot as I do. So we're going to lower the heat on this a little bit for her, just so you can see what we got going on here. We've got it on the stove, and we're just going to cook this probably about 30 minutes. Our salsa has been cooking for a while. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of apple cider vinegar to the big pot. And a 1/2 cup to the back pot. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar to the front pot and a 1/2 cup of sugar to the back pot. Now I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoons of ancho chili powder to the front pot. There's one. There's about a half. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of ancho chili powder to the back pot. Next, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of cumin to the front pot. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin to the back pot. And I'm going to add 2 cans tomato sauce to the front pot. And 1 can of tomato sauce to the rear pot. We had to separate these two because it was too much for one big pot, so we've got a larger pot and a smaller pot. So I'm just going to stir this in. It's been on probably about 15 minutes. So we wanted to add this. We put the, if you're gonna eat this fresh, you don't have to put the vinegar in it. But since we're gonna be canning it, we needed the extra vinegar for the acidity, so we could can it. And if you don't can it, you just eat it fresh, it'll last about 2 weeks in the refrigerator. Okay, we've already got 1 batch of these already canned up, and we're fixing to do the last batch. So I kind of thought I'd show you how we were doing these. Now, if you make this and you're going to eat the salsa fresh, you don't have to put the apple cider vinegar in it or the sugar. You just leave that out because you have to put it in when you can it, but you can taste it just a hair, the apple cider vinegar and the sugar in it whenever you can it. It's still good, but whenever you make it fresh, leave that out. So what we're going to do, I've got some jars heating here and with hot water in them. I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to set it right here. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to dip this out, and this is hot too. The sauce is hot. So I'm just going to put it in there, and I'm going to leave about a 1/2 inch of head space on the jar. About right there. Okay, set this right over there. This right here. Now you want to wipe this rim off really good. You don't want anything on the rim. Okay. Now then I'm going to get me I've got the lids heating right here in water, so they're hot. Put that up. They're warm. Set it on there. Then we're going to screw a lid on. You just want to screw this on hand tight. Just like that. Now we set it over here for their water bath. Just set it in the rack. Now we'll do another one. And you just keep doing this until you get them all your jars full. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of these, and I'll be right back. I was going to make some homemade tortilla chips, but running kind of short of time, so I'm not going to be able to do it, but I want to give this stuff a try. Boy, that flavor's coming through. That's that smoky flavor. It's got a great smoky flavor to it. Just the right amount of heat. I usually eat mine with a little more heat, but my wife doesn't like it as hot as I do, so this will be just right for her. I'll be back in just a few minutes. We're going to get these on for about, let these boil in this water bath for about 20 minutes. And I'll be back and we'll show you everything we got. Okay, so there you have it. We got 9 pints and 2 quarts out of this batch. This will be really good during the winter. So we're just letting them cool now. And maybe while we're sitting here, you can hear one of them pop as it seals. I always like hearing that sound. So you ought to give this a try. This is great if you just make it fresh and eat it fresh, or if you can it. It's great either way. Just remember, if you make it, if you're going to eat it fresh, leave out the sugar and leave out the apple cider vinegar. We're going to have 2 different recipes down in the description to show you, for if you can it and if you make it fresh. The fresh is a little smaller recipe. It doesn't make quite as much, but it's still really good. And I'll also include the option for, if you like it really hot, using habanero peppers in it also. So thanks a lot for joining me. I hope you get some use out of this, and I hope you make some, because it's really good. And I want to send a special thanks out to all of my subscribers and the people who come watch my videos. And I want to send a special thanks out to all the men and women in the military that are serving around the world. And I want to send a thanks out to all the men and women in law enforcement that keep us safe and protect us every day. Thank you very much.